And as always, I've got the chat open, so if y'all want to make tangential bits over there. But if you start laughing at them, you have to tell us in case it'll make good audio.
I will keep my bits to myself, thank you. I don't want anybody to laugh at them.
Oh no, nobody wants that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm taking off. Still to run. I'm taking off. Still to run. I'm taking off. Still to run. I was trying to drift into space. All I feel is cold. All I want is the power of the night.
I keep forgetting I have a -1 intelligence. And he writes books.
I love that for
He
him.
writes from the heart.
He does write from the heart
You wouldn't be the first writer that's below average.
with a fandom.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know?
look at Dan Brown.
Symbologist. Symbologist is a very cromulent profession.
It's true.
Cromulent.
Very cromulent. The most cromulent-est.
For a minute, I was thinking Romulan, like in Star Trek, but then it was like Romulus and Remus, and then I got really confused. But anyway, go on.
Okay, wait. Now I want an episode of Star Trek written by Dan Brown. I wonder what that would be like.
Everything revolves around the vagina.
Tom Hanks would have to be in it.
Oh, that would be tight. In the vagina?
In the vagina.
Just in general.
Space vagina.
He and Wilson make a surprise appearance, though not at the same time. Wilson is unceremoniously gutted, though, and used as a sex toy. It's very sad. It's kind of a horror story if you're Wilson.
Oh.
Anyway.
I just want to know if the space vagina is a wormhole.
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's some kind of spatial rift. Definitely an anomaly.
Apparently, wormholes are like, I forget, but something about like fabric, like space is like fabric and like time. Wormholes are kind of like the little between the holes. Like these are the wormholes in the fabric of our solar system.
That took a weird turn.
Never mind.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your lore master, Jeff, and with me tonight, I've got Sako.
Yo!
Ash.
Hey.
Kristy.
Hello.
And last but certainly not least, Katarina.
Howdy.
Howdy indeed. Ash, we're here to do some Dungeons and Dragons, so please tell us about last time we did this.
Guys are fighting some pirates on the beach. It's very dramatic. Chester and Styx and Chester's erstwhile girlfriend, Emmy, are surrounded by pirates. And Styx has covered the beach with overgrown plants, using his druid powers, and has made a path through that toward a building where Laurel and Matthias are trying to save shark babies, sahuagin babies, who the pirates have kidnapped. And there's some kind of robed figure trapped in the plant growth who's been throwing lightning bolts around and summoning black tentacles. The pirate captain, Andrew the Cruel, is preparing to attack Styx. And we'll start with the pirate lieutenant who just came out of the bathroom to find Matthias and Laurel sneaking off with all the sahuagin babies. I believe that and so this is initiative left over from last game. I made notes. So we'll start with the pirate lieutenant, who will, let's see, who will he attack? Laurel or Matthias? I think Matthias has already attacked him once, so he'll fight back. Let's see. He attacks with the scimitar. Does a 20 hit you?
Does.
All right. So you take 6 points of damage.
Hey.
Give me back them babies.
They're not yours. I don't think.
Sticks, it's your turn.
Styx holds up his arms with his staff up and everything, just catching all the light, like it's all spooky, the moonlight, the fires. And he shouts, "Stop!" And he points at Andor. He says, "Andor, call off your troops. I would stand and fight you one-on-one. And I will hold the action of blowing up his shit. Gonna call it Erupting Earth.
Right.
If he does anything other than call off his men. Or troops. I don't know their gender. Overall makeup.
Okay. Okay, Chester, you currently have this pirate lieutenant on the beach, because there's two of them, in a grapple, where you've been bludgeoning him with the pommel of your axe, and he's going to attempt to break out of the grapple.
Oh, okay.
So we make a contested athletics check, I believe.
And the person escaping can use acrobatics instead if that's better.
Yeah. So he has a 21. So if you could beat that.
Chester's got to have plus 10 athletics or some shit.
Something ridiculous like that.
Oh,
That's a 25.
Oh, okay. So he's still grappled. Arr. Okay. So now it's Anders' turn. And let's make a perception check on this guy. He can see that Styx is up to something.
Yeah, trying to decide whether to kill him or not.
Ander suddenly becomes a cloud. Becomes
no.
takes on a misty shape. And the mist begins rolling down the hill toward you.
Is there anyone around him? Did he have any? Would you allow me to not do the thing even though it technically was triggered? Like, could I save my spell slot? Because obviously,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was not what you were expecting.
I appreciate that. So yeah, my turn is wasted, but like,
Yeah, you don't have to waste your spell slot.
okay, cool. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Does he do anything after turning into a cloud?
He's starting to roll downhill toward you. Like, sort of,
Can I tell how fast he's moving relative to a normal person? Like, will it take more than one round for him to get to me?
Yeah, it says that his flying speed is 10 feet. So I'm not sure how that translates.
And how
into-
far away was he when he showed up?
I would say about 80 feet away.
Oh, that's good. It'll take him some time.
All right.
I'll just say, I was hoping the rest of you wouldn't have to die.
The only one dying here today is you.
Did Anders say that, or was that someone else?
That was the road figure. And when he says it, his voice is kind of watery. Like he's gargling.
He's a
He or she, you don't know for sure.
They're a gargler.
So he speaks well.
I was gonna try to do it with the soda that I had, but it's not working. I'll just choking a little.
Oh,
All right. This robe figure then throws a lightning bolt at you, Sticks. Does a 23 hit you?
Oh, it had an attack roll? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay, so you take that's a lot. 22 points of damage and you're knocked prone.
Oh, that'll hurt. 22 points of damage. All right. I've taken 22.
All right,
And I'm prone?
you're prone.
That sucks. I really look like a dipshit now.
Let's see. Laurel. You're handing out treats to the fish kids.
okay.
This pirate is attacking Matthias, or trying to.
Okay. I have an idea, but your guys are going to have to tell me if it's a good idea or a bad idea.
Did you just call us gays? Because I'm okay with that.
Guys. Random sparkly people. So while I'm handing out candy to children, my thought is that I unleash the rope of entanglement towards the pirate that's trying to attack Matthias.
Yeah, that works.
Hooray! Okay. Target is restrained by the rope and can use action to make a DC 15 strength or dexterity check. Target's choice.
Okay.
And on a success, the creature is no longer restrained by the rope. But it weighs 3 pounds, and I hold one end, and I speak a command, and it darts forward to entangle the creature within 20 feet. But the target must succeed on a D15 or become restrained.
All right. So, yeah, he is totally surprised, taken by surprise by your magic rope. Is not able to break free of its bonds, and so now he is all magically tied up in a rope.
Fantastic.
You're all tied up.
Matthias, it's your turn.
How bad off does this guy look?
He's okay.
I haven't heard him.
Okay. Oh, you're outside.
I-
Oh, I see. Yeah. Why do you want these babies anyway?
Because the captain says we need him. The captain's orders are law.
Don't you have any independent thought?
I have a captain. And the captain's orders are captain's orders. Otherwise, it's mutiny.
Well, but doesn't it bother you that you're stealing a bunch of sahuagin babies?
Ah, they're just monsters.
Well, maybe, but doesn't it bother you that you're stealing a bunch of monsters who would totally eat you if we left you all tied up in here and walked away?
That's exactly it. They would eat. They're man eaters.
And doesn't it bother you that your captain wants them?
I don't make the orders.
Well, obviously not. You just said that your captain does.
Captain knows what he's doing. I followed the captain for most of my life. He's never steered us wrong.
He's never made a mistake.
Enough talk. Fight me.
Dipshit. I like that you're trying to get a rapport going. Maybe tell him your name. Get some badinage going.
Maybe if we feed him some snacks, he'll be more amenable.
Now we're talking. Although he does steal children, so I'm not
Maybe
sure
not.
how reasonable these people are.
Mm.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very reasonable.
Remember, Captain Ander, when you defeated him the first time, was trying to kidnap people to sell them into slavery. So,
Yeah, these are pretty bad people.
yeah, kidnapping fish monsters isn't really, that's pretty low tier bad evil for the kind of evil they normally do.
Mm.
Yeah. So, Laurel, given that you're usually all about togetherness and stuff.
Let's get together, yeah. Why don't you and I combine? We can stop selling the little monsters. It'll be quite a time. No.
Is there like a beam or just something that I could tie this, or that Matthias could tie this guy to in here?
I mean, it's got to have a chair or something, right?
Well, a chair, he could stand up and walk away with the chair. You know, something that he's not going to be able to get away easily. Because Matthias has regular rope, so you've got him secured right now. Matthias could use regular rope to tie him to something, and we could leave.
Well, there's
I haven't the elven chain.
that's armor.
That's armor. Yeah. Damn it.
There's a heavy wooden like oak table in this room with several chairs, a weapon rack. There's some mats thrown on the floor to sleep in. The walls and ceiling are all just made of stone. There's not really any beams or anything to. I mean, there's beams, but they're kind of seamless with the ceiling. So,
Gotcha. Hey, quick question. Do you think you can lift that table?
no.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait. I have an idea. Can we wand of sleep him?
I don't think we have that wand anymore. I think that was just for that one mission.
Oh, okay. It was still listed, so I thought
No,
maybe.
there's a list of it in the wands. There's just a wand of sleep, a wand of magic detection, a wand of magic missiles, and a wand of silence.
So if we give him the wall of sleep,
Canonically, you have used it before, I think. So you should be able to. It's Matthias's turn, though, right?
Yeah, it's Matthias's turn.
I think he's can have access to it. I don't know.
Yeah, all this stuff is in your, unless it's divided between people, I'm assuming is in like Laurel's haversack.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Anyway, Matthias, what are you gonna do?
Can Matthias use the wand of sleep?
Yeah, anyone can.
Okay. What's how do we figure out the DC on that?
You roll 5d8, and that's how many hit points of creatures it can affect.
Mhm.
So you just gotta beat his hit points.
But as a lieutenant, he might be tougher than the average pirate.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. You can
What's that?
expend an additional charge to cast it at a higher level.
Ooh.
Interesting. So you can cast it as second level by using 2 charges. We should figure out how many charges it has today. Oh, it has 5.
yeah.
Woo!
And I think you've used 1.
So you could use 2 to make it. Can we say Matthias can pull out the wand of sleep from the haversack without,
Mhm.
even though she's not holding it? Okay.
He will try to use a wand, I guess. So it's 7d8 at second level. Is
Mhm.
that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, good. There's some 8s in there. It would be 45.
45. Okay. Well, luckily you had him wounded. So, that's enough to knock him unconscious.
Hell yeah.
He like so tired and he kind of just slumps to the floor. He doesn't have his arms free to break his fall, so yeah, he kind of bumps his head a little on the way down.
Tugs Laurel forward a little bit.
I read lay your ugly head down upon your wretched bed. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Something, something, you hogging heap.
Mm.
Night night. Okay, let's go.
Right.
All right, Chesta,
Yes.
you're grappling this guy
Like a pro.
like a pro, like a boss, and yeah, your last action, you threatened to kill him if he did anything, and well, he did something. So
Ooh. Well, then is he still in my grip?
mhm.
Then I will try to break his neck.
Okay, make an unarmed strike.
Unarmed
Yeah, but-
strike.
Yeah.
How do I make an unarmed strike?
Well, you'll roll to hit. You have advantage. Jeff knows the rules better than I do. Why don't we just say you just automatically do 6 points of damage to him?
Okay.
And he had 5 hit points, so you just grab his head and twist it around,
Crunch.
and he dies.
And I drop him and clean off my hands.
All right, Emmy. 2 attacks per round. So, because she's surrounded by pirates, she just kind of swings it around overhead and then brings it down. Plus 12 to hit. She hits one pirate with the warhammer. So she hits one guy, sends him flying up in the air, and then on his way back down, she brings the hammer on him as he's hitting the ground and kind of smashes him into the ground and turns him into a pulp. And now it's the pirates on the beach. 2 will attack Emmy. Their
No.
scimitars.
No.
Don't forget they're going down a narrow channel.
Mm.
So if they don't end their turn right next to Chester, Chester can get an opportunity attack on them as they back up.
Yes.
I don't know how many people can stick into one single square at the end of a turn. I don't know.
1.
No,
Yeah.
apparently you can have 2 or 3 in one square at the end of a turn, but I don't know.
So there are 2 on Emmy, 2 on Styx, 2 on Chester. They're standing in the plants.
Oh, they're in the plants.
Well, unless they're already on top of you guys, which I think they were. So if you made a clear space for you and Emmy and Chester, then that's the space they're in.
Well, the whole point of the plants was so that we could advance and leave them behind.
Okay.
But so Chester and Emmy might be near them, but I'm a little farther along.
Right. I remember that. So, yeah. So if that's the way you grew the plants, then they're in the plants.
Okay. But they managed to reach Chester and Emmy.
Yeah. So maybe they'll just take these turns. Well, that was last session. They had to move through the plants. And I think they just spent a turn doing that. I don't remember. But I remember Emmy was fighting them off.
Okay, cool.
She was
That's
deflecting their blows with her hammer.
I remember wanting them to run, and they were like, fuck it, I'm going to stand and fight these 12 guys.
Let's see. One of them manages to get through her armor and hit her. 4 points of damage. Which she shrugs off. She's like, whatever, it's a scratch. And then 2 of them are trying to make their way towards you, Styx, through the plants. but it's going to take their whole turn to get onto the path that you made.
Oh.
And then 2 are fighting Chester.
Oh, okay. Bring it.
They have to move through the plants this turn, so they're just wading through the undergrowth.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're back up to the pirate lieutenant who's asleep. Sticks, you're prone.
I am prone. I am going to cast Freedom of Movement. And then I will stand up, which takes half my movement. So then I move 15 feet into the plants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put some distance between me and the advancing horde. I'm trying to circle back down to the beach.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the plants to, like, slow everyone down so they can't get to me.
Okay.
I am retreating bravely.
Bravely ran the sticks away. Brave, 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 brave sticks.
I do have healing word. So I use my last... Oh, no, I can't do 2 spells at once.
Right.
So a cantrip. I will cast Magic Stone.
All right. So the pirate on the beach is killed by Chester. Ander continues to mist himself down the beach. This time he seems to be threading his way toward Emmy and Chester.
He can have them.
And the Kraken Priest will hurl a thunderbolt at Chester. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So you take 17 points of damage and you're knocked prone.
Owie. I fell down.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Okay, Laurel,
Yes.
you're up.
All right.
You hear fighting and like just huge thunderclaps down on the beach outside this building you're in. You're surrounded by little hissing monster children.
Oh, crap. So do we run out or do we just keep trying to take the children with us? Do we round them up? Do we have a plan for the kids?
I have dust of disappearance, so we need to get as close to the exit as we can, and then I'm gonna make us all disappear. And then we need to get down to the water.
Yes.
Fast.
Right. Okay, I like this plan.
How many can you carry?
Well, my thought was maybe we could use the scroll of suggestion and get all of them to come down, but that might not work.
Oh, they really like you. You have cookies.
That's fair. I do have cookies. And I also have the cookie song. Or we could all do the follow me song.
They don't understand common.
You don't understand common tongue?
I was just going to say songs might not be great if you're trying to sneak.
Yeah.
That's also fair. All right, well, I'll just wave the cookies.
Mhm.
Do you think they'll follow us or do we need... That only does one
They-
creature.
They will follow the cookies because they really like them. And also, if you can carry them while you're flying,
How
that
many?
would be really good.
Do you think they'd go in the sack? Could we put them in
No, don't put them in the sack. That's bad.
the... Oh.
Don't.
Well, it was a thought. I don't know how many I can carry. Maybe 4? I don't know. How big are they?
They're babies.
They're babies. They're about 3 feet tall.
Maybe 4. 5? I don't know. I'll grab as many as I can. Let's go.
So what do we call this? Encumbered? So they're half as fast?
Can Laurel still fly?
No.
Okay.
If you're carrying a bunch of babies, then no.
Okay.
Did I catch that right? Because I was reading.
Okay,
something.
hold on.
You could say you do some sort of charisma check to rally the troops
That's fair.
in orderly,
I
quiet
don't think I
fashion.
have a ton of strength, but I'll do my best to carry as many of the munchkins.
Can she just do a cookie charisma check?
That's fair.
Yes.
Ugh, I got a 1. It is sad.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
A 1? Don't you add anything for...
Oh, probably. I think I've got a decent amount of charisma.
I was going to say it should be a persuasion check.
Yeah, you should have a pretty high number for that.
Yeah. Bollocks.
I have here that you have a +4.
Yep, that's what I got. +4.
Is it possible to assist?
Could I, since the persuasion didn't work, can I like try performance?
Well, normally, yeah, I would say if they spoke Common or Elvish or any of the languages you spoke instead of just Sahuagin, that you could probably.
Well, my thought was if I did an interpretive dance.
Oh, there you go.
That
So
was.
I was going to say you reach into your bag and you're out of cookies.
Oh no! So now I really do
Oh,
need to use my
God.
interpretive dance skills. And everybody understands music. Music is as close to the common tongue as you can get.
Yeah, the problem is as soon as you leave the house, you'll have to be quiet. And they won't be able to see you, so any sort of dance will end at that point.
Damn it.
Oh, you perform like pirate sword slashing, clanging business, and then you like bunny hopping like in the background.
Fish
Heidi.
like shiny things. Do you have shiny things?
Ooh, I've got at least a sword. Let's see what other looty loots.
I
gotta
don't
have
give him
money.
a sword.
We've got opals and pearls and rubies. Can't we just kind of like jinkly jangle them?
I know you have like ribbons and pretty things from when we went shopping together.
That's also true. Ooh, wait, if I have enough ribbons, why don't we tie a wrist and ribbons to each one of their wrists and like, like a child leash?
Oh, so one holds the person in front and the other holds their other hand.
And then I hold the end of the ribbon and we tie each one to each one of the
you-
wristies. And I
You're
use the
making
ribbons.
one long rope.
Well, I
with
was thinking more
ribbons or
like a
whatever.
multiple ropies. There's
Multiple ropies. Okay.
because I've got some ribbons. So I
And
just
that's
take
for
each one of
anybody
the
that's
ribbons.
walking but not being carried,
Right.
or does everybody get one?
Well, as many kids as we can tie to us as possible.
Yeah, we've established that she can't fly and carry, so we'll just walk because we don't
Right.
want to slow anybody down.
So my
Yeah.
thought is if we use the hair ribbons and then little baubles we have to tie each one of them to us, then we can keep them all together. We'll just have to go really fast.
Just
tying.
strap them all on like a bandolier. And just,
Like those little like backpacks the kids wear with the leashes.
yeah, into leashes. Yes.
Little
of
child
course.
leash.
I was on a leash when I was a child.
I was too, because I would
Aw.
wander away.
Same.
Is this something that could be done in a reasonable amount of time, Ash?
Yeah. Is this
It's going to
something-
take you a few minutes.
We can try and see how many we can get done.
Maybe we should just see if they will come with us.
That's not a bad idea.
Will they come with us?
Yeah, we could just walk and see if they'll come. Come, little monsters, we'll take you away. Away from these pirates of me.
Are you going to leave your rope with this guy?
I don't really
Your
want
rope of
to.
entanglement?
I'm gonna
No,
grab.
you don't have to.
All right, I'm gonna untangle the rope because he's asleep.
Cool. So you pulled out some ribbons. You're trying to attract them. and
Well,
you go
then
to
we
the
decided we
front
were just gonna
door.
maybe just walk and see if they'll follow us.
Does that
Okay.
work?
So, yeah, for now they're following you. They're like begging. Maybe you have more treats. So
Mhm.
they're like milling about Laurel's feet with their sharp fangly mouths. And they're and they're kind of pawing at your pants. And
Mhm.
so
I
as you
keep
start to
digging in my
walk,
sack to make it look like I'm trying to find them food. See how long it lasts.
Meanwhile, there's an entire 3-layer cake, like just inside the bag.
okay, Matthias, it's your turn.
Okay. And there's no food in this room, right?
No. But yeah, well, there's like beer and stuff, but I don't think there's any.
Uh-oh.
Drunk
Got
kids.
some
Drunk
beer,
kids.
This is not that kind of show.
Chesta, what you gonna do?
There are two guys on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock their heads together.
Well, you're prone.
I'm gonna
'Cause,
become unprone.
Okay. So it'll cost half your movement to stand up.
Okay.
You can crawl. You can spend half your movement speed to right yourself up, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
But if Chester stand up, everything will be fine.
Yeah, that'll just be your turn. Kind of standing up.
Yeah, I'll just stand up.
But she still gets her actions.
Oh yeah. So you still get to attack.
I still get 2 attacks. I just get them.
They're not at disadvantage. I was reading wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's if you're on the ground.
All right, attack number 1. Actually, no. I'll take my bonus action later. Attack number A. Is only a 12.
Okay. That hits.
Oh shit. Okay. For 8 damage.
Okay. Staggers backwards. Ouch.
That's attack 1. And then attack 2 is a 31.
Well, that hits.
So I have this mental image of him grabbing one head and just like beating the other head in with the head of the one pirate.
Oh no. Brutal.
All right. And that's 20 damage.
Yikes. So yeah, you basically smash one with the other. So Emmy will.
Is this a moving on, or do I get my bonus action?
If you want to take your bonus action now, you can. You may want to save it for the bosses.
I would like to regain the HP that I've lost.
Oh, okay.
So
You can do
once
that.
per rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 9. 1d10 plus 9 is 16, so now I'm done.
Okay. So Emmy attacks pirates. She only hits one of them and myrtleizes him.
Does that mean he's down?
Yeah.
What kind of weapon is she using?
A warhammer, two-handed.
Brutal.
So yeah, she knocks his head clean off.
Oh no.
I might be in love.
The two pirates that were on sticks now turn their attention to split up between Emmy and Chester. Let's see, and they attack you both. Emmy takes another 4 points of damage.
Oh no.
And Chester, you're attacked, but their scimitars glance off your armor. You parry them. It's dramatic, but no one's able to land a blow on you.
Neat.
This guy is out. Sticks.
Okay, I have a weird question. Given that I've made all the plants super overgrown,
Mm-hmm.
and I have freedom of movement, so I'm not slowed by anything, would it be possible for me to crawl on my belly through the plants and be hidden?
Sure. Yeah, you can just drop down and give me a stealth roll.
Okay, and I have +10 because of my staff. So this should go well. So that's a 20
Okay.
altogether, but I rolled a 1 to get that.
Well, let's see. There's only two people here really interested in you. There's the rogue figure and Ander, and neither of them are focused on you right now. So you can assume that you are hidden.
Cool. So I assume you can't dash while stealthing.
No.
Okay.
And you're crawling. So
Oh, I guess hide is
Yeah.
was my action. So yeah, that's it for me.
okay.
Oh wait, I cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh wait. This is when I could heal myself, so I'll do that. I use my last spell slot to heal myself.
Sorry about that.
All right. Who's after Sticks?
Captain Ander. So I'll have everyone make a perception check. That would be anyone on the beach. So Chester, Sticks, and Emmy.
25.
What was that, Sako?
14.
14.
Wait. I have eagle eyes, so
Right.
that's a 27.
So you see the cloud that was Ander solidify and take form. So you see Ander for like a second, and then he blips invisible.
Invisible? That must mean he's not planning to attack or use a spell. Unless he's just got spell slots to burn. Which I guess he just joined the fight, so... yeah. This is why I'm making a strategic, brave retreat.
All right. And now you don't know what Andrew's doing. So he could be standing still, he could be moving, could be dancing a jig. You have no idea. All right. Laurel, Matthias, you're leading the kids. You lead them out of the building, down the stairs toward the beach. Let me see if they're still interested in following you. They're starting to, like, as you hit the beach, they start to break off and sort of meander around and dig in the sand. And
Can Matthias make a persuasion check?
sure,
Okay.
Laurel can make another persuasion check too.
Okay, cool.
Matthias has a 19.
And I got a 13 plus 4, so I got a 17.
Okay, excellent. So between the two of you, you start to like herd them into, a circle, rough clump of monster babies. And you find that like there's a couple of them that are a little bit older, and you manage to kind of gesticulate at them enough that they can understand, like, shh, and then come with me or whatever. And so then they start following you again. So with Laurel, it's your turn.
Okay. Damn it. Dog ate the dog poop again. Cat poop, sorry.
Oh no.
All right. The kitties are running around, and now we need to try to get them to a boat.
You're gonna get them down to the beach to a boat.
All right.
And Matthias wants to use Dust of Disappearance to make you invisible. The beach is covered. You get down to the beach, you notice the beach is covered with these like waist-high plants. They weren't there before. And there's like a narrow track that leads down to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough for people to go single file.
And do we want to try to disappear? Or do we want to just try to stay not invisible so we can herd them as best as possible?
Well, we don't want them to be seen.
Oh, right. All right, let's just turn them invisible and do our best to herd them. Maybe. Or can we?
Not really sure what else we can do. I don't know what's going on.
Can I see
Down
if
at
I
the
know an
beach.
ancient song in their language, maybe? Like maybe I know some sort of like kitty thing from my wanderings, and I can like
Baby shark,
right.
No. Oh dear God.
Because we could invisible them, but I could sing something maybe, and like it'd be enough to have them follow.
You have no context for their culture, right? They have underwater culture.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Maybe, sometimes obscure songs from other cultures. Sometimes. So I thought maybe.
No, it's a great idea. I'm just like lamenting that, like, how do you... is there a role to like remember? Yeah, that's what you said. Could she have a history check or a...
Oh, yeah, but it's
something?
going to be pretty steep.
That's okay.
All right. Give me a history check.
No mouse work, you bastards. All right. Yeah, I got a 6, so that didn't work. Fuck.
Shit.
You're like, I know some sea shanties.
The only other thing I would know to do would be to go to the water and swim, because that doesn't look too good over there. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to walk through that. But
Yeah.
I know Styx gave me a spell to swim okay. I don't know about you going through the water.
Well, I can fly to the water if I need to. It's just we want to get the little monsters with us. Let's see.
Is there any safe way down to the water that isn't through a minefield of goons and plants and insects?
I think your plants pretty much covered the entire beach. So
I mean from where they are on the top of the hill.
No, they have to get down to the water. They're going to have to cross through.
There's just only one way down.
Yeah. They could go over the rocks and try to jump off the rocky
There you go.
escarpment into the water from the back.
I'm sure that'd be totally safe.
There's got to be a safe way to get them down there without getting them hurt, right? Some kind of spell or something?
Featherfall or something of the sort. I don't think we have any mages in the party.
Yeah, you lost your mage to the big bad.
Yeah, we
After
did.
Groses.
Rest in peace.
He's not dead.
Yes, he is.
Dead to Chester.
As soon as they leave our group, they're dead to us.
Hey, he's got a -1 intelligence. Not the mod.
Fair. Well, do you want to try to go through all the stuff?
I guess that's just kind of what we're going to be doing, probably. Let us.
You're probably going to have to run. Matthias is gonna mime like
Okay,
running.
well, you do have the Wand of Wonder. Maybe that would help us.
Oh gosh, no. That's wow. I might get a rhino, or I might disappear, or I might make vines grow out of you.
Or you could, if you roll a 16 to 20, you can cast a gust of wind, and maybe we can just blow all the monsters.
I don't think it's that kind of gust.
I'm reaching here.
I mean, maybe. Or I might get a fireball and I might blow them up and we might have grilled fish.
Oy. Hmm.
Matthias is going to run around in a circle and see if the
Wait,
sahuagin
we have a
follow.
folding boat. We have a folding boat. So what if we unfold the boat, we put the little monsters in the boat, and then you and I carry it through the thing or whatever? Or
We still got to get to the water.
yeah, but if we put them in the boat, then you and I can like drag it across the stand with all of them in it.
No.
At least they'll be
It'd be
contained.
too heavy.
Yeah.
You could lower the boat if you had ropes and pulleys and stuff.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, how you like can drag a canoe through the sand. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but you can still do it.
That's an empty canoe.
Yeah, it'd also be loud. You wouldn't be able to hide it easily.
I mean, if we cover ourselves in the dust of disappearance, we can also cover the folding boat. We'll just have them all like, you know, contained. Because we've got time. We don't have to rush if we're invisible, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
a
if you
very
edge around the
bold-
plants,
We actually do have to rush because the dust of disappearance goes away.
Really quickly.
oh, how long does it last?
Not long.
Uh,
It lasts like that. God, I can't talk. It lasts like rounds.
Oh, that won't help. You're gonna have to go over the
We've
side.
got a
I
carpet of
think.
flying. Oh, it's currently missing. Damn it.
Yeah, we never got that back.
That sucks.
Oh, it's 2D for minutes, but it's I mean if we're trying to sneak around, yeah.
If you have 4 minutes, you could crawl around the edge of the plants or like through them down to the beach and send them into the water. That should work as long as they're all quiet and stuff. We're being distracting over here, so it might work.
Are we all gonna hold hands and go sneaking down to the water?
I think that's our best bet.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
Okay.
Okay. So you sneak through the plants, invisible, trying your best to sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Chester, it's your turn.
All right. What is around me at the moment? Because I smashed in one head, and the other probably isn't feeling too great.
No, the other one's not feeling too great. Another one has approached you. So, and is menacing you with a scimitar, and there are two approaching Emmy. But they're having to crawl through the underbrush. So,
I'm gonna try and again use the guy whose head I'm palming and be like, I'm gonna squash his head and start to make my way towards Emmy
okay.
so I can flank
Make
her
an
or something.
intimidation check.
Yes. 23.
Okay. All the pirates start backing away from you, and the one you're holding is like, please, I'm so sorry. Don't kill me.
I have a wife and child. I don't know where they are, but I have them.
Yeah, so once I move, can I move within one movement
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Emmy's side? And then I'm gonna pop him like it's it.
Okay.
So
Gross.
Make an unarmed strike with advantage. I think you have a +9.
I don't know what I get.
Yeah, your unarmed strike is +9,
+9. Okay.
and it does 6 points of damage.
Woo! Nat 20.
Gross. So it's like a Cronenberg movie up in here. And yeah, you're showered in blood and brains, and
Refreshing.
the remaining pirates turn and they drop their weapons and they put their hands up and they're starting to back away from you guys. They can't run because of the plant growth.
Yeah. But he is gonna try and spook them into
Okay.
running.
Let's see.
If I can do that as a free action.
Well, you can say so. You've already intimidated them.
Yes.
So.
Their boss disappeared. It sounds
Yeah.
like the only person of substance left is the robe guy.
Yeah. And Emmy's like, come on, Chester, let's finish these guys off. And she starts hoofing it through the plants toward the robe figure.
I will be on her 6.
Okay. Sticks.
Oh man, I keep crawling towards the water's edge.
Okay.
So I guess I'm dashing, but I'm doing it on my knees.
Okay, make a stealth check.
34.
Okay. Wow. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no one notices, no one knows where you are or what you're doing.
Maybe Anders sees things aren't going his way, so he just takes off.
Well, I'm wondering if I should do the bad thing.
Calls it a day. What,
Yes,
calling an
do the
airstrike?
bad thing. Do the bad thing.
Oh, look, a dragon.
What I'm thinking is pretty bad. I don't know if I want to go there.
Dragon, 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 dragon.
Do we want to kill a bunch of shark babies?
Absolutely not.
Yes, please. Shark suit.
Are you suggesting that he has some power to make them all explode at once?
Maybe.
How does he even know where they are? Because they've
Well,
moved.
the dust of disappearance, right? The dust of disappearance. He doesn't know where they are, so he is going to. So Chester and Emmy, you're surrounded by darkness.
Uh-oh.
No.
Emmy? Emmy, are you there?
Laurel and Matthias, you see Captain Ander appear very close to Chester and Emmy, become visible, and then drop this sphere of darkness on them. And he's standing right outside them. He's got like this, I don't remember if I did describe him, but he's wielding a glaive, like a spear with an axe head on it. And he unsheathes it and is menacing toward the sphere of darkness.
How big is this sphere?
15 feet.
Like in diameter or radius?
Radius.
Oh, okay.
How close is he to us?
You've been moving slowly down the beach, so I'd say maybe 80 feet away.
Hmm.
Could we use the fog cloud to help us get through? Or protection from good and evil via my citern?
we're gonna have to walk through that, right?
You're well, it depends. You're either walking straight down the trail that Styx made,
Mm-hmm.
or you're walking around.
Okay.
So walking around is going to take you an extra turn to get to the water, rather than going straight through. If you go straight through, you're going to have to walk right through.
Gotcha.
Captain Ander.
Laurel,
Hmm.
you go around with the sahuagin babies, okay?
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna go straight.
Okay.
I'm gonna go help, okay?
Okay. Sounds good. We can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you stay invisible. You stay hiding.
I will do my best.
No, don't do your best. Do that.
Okay. Yes.
Matthias is going to move up. The move is 30 feet, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll move up 30 feet. And the only thing he really had, well, yeah, he can't see Chester. So the only thing he has that's going to reach is command. Yeah, second level just lets him cast it on another person. So he'll cast command on Ander,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll say,
Fall.
Fall?
yeah,
Okay. And that's a wisdom check?
it is 15.
15. He turns to you and laughs.
Dickhead.
I thought it was funny too. It's good to see the humor in life.
All right, Chester.
Amy, where are you?
I'm right here.
I'm kind of like grabbing in the darkness.
That's my butt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Honk.
And he's gonna try to
Arr.
step out of the darkness if he can.
Okay.
So, as long as he has a pretty good idea of where Emmy is, he's gonna move 15 feet.
Okay. So yeah, moving 15 feet will get you out of the darkness.
Okay,
It's gonna, because you're in the plant growth, it's gonna take you your whole turn.
cool.
Aren't
But
they
when
still
you-
on the trail? Or
But
did
you-
they act? Oh, they went towards the roadman.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want the mug with the jade inlay. Oh,
Or Emmy did. I think Chester's still on the trail.
No, Chester followed Emmy.
Oh, okay.
Chester followed Emmy. Yeah.
So you step out of the darkness and you see Captain Ander and Matthias facing off.
I'm gonna watch so I'm gonna hold my action until Matthias's turn to figure out if he needs help or not.
Okay. Emmy is going to continue to, as steps out of the darkness and starts heading toward the robe figure.
Okay.
Styx, you're at the water.
Oh, I'm at the water.
Hmm.
I will chuck a magic stone at Ander and be like, "Hey, dickhead! I'm at the water's edge. Come fight me!" Swing! And he gets one in the back of the head.
Okay. I'll roll the strike.
Oh, that's a big one. 15 plus 11 is 26
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
And then I'll start wading into the water, trying to lure him out my way.
Okay. Ander goes. Ander will attack. Make one attack on Matthias and one attack, and then with his glaive, and then spin around and attack Chester.
Oh,
No.
He misses Matthias. Hits Chester. Chester takes 10 points of damage.
ow.
And then the robe figure makes a lightning bolt attack against Emmy,
No.
who manages to sidestep it. And Laurel is up.
All right.
So you're still leading the kids?
Still in the kiddos.
All right.
Leading
go.
them to safety to the best of my ability and hoping they are all there.
Use the buddy system.
Right?
Everybody hold hands.
Exactly.
Okay, Matthias.
Okay.
If you're sensing evil, Ander's very, very evil.
I kind of figured that.
What gave it away?
Slave trade?
Yeah, just seems like a not very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's just a regular human, all right? He's not an undead or a fiend.
No. Neither one of those.
Okay. Well, he will divine smite. Ew. I really hope these both hit. One is a 23.
Mhm.
The other is a 22.
Okay, they both hit.
Okay. It's 4, 8, 18. Adding is fun. 21, 27, plus 14 is
41.
41. Yes, thank you.
Holy smokes.
That's for 2 hits, though.
Still. Wow. You are now his main target.
Hell yeah.
Leave my friends alone.
Yeah, he doesn't need my help. He's doing just fine.
Chester.
I spend my last 15 feet to go back towards the robed figure with Emmy.
Okay. Do you have any ranged attacks you can make?
I can throw my dagger.
Mhm.
It's a vicious dagger.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I believe on a natural 20 it does more damage, if I'm remembering correctly.
When you
Toss
roll a
that
20,
motherfucker.
it takes
7
an
more.
extra 7 damage of the weapon type.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna try and throw it. How do I go? Is it dexterity or strength
You just make a 2-hit plus 9.
Woo, 28.
That hits.
Damage is 7 right off the bat. Damage
Damage is 1d4 plus 5.
1d4 plus 5. 7.
Okay. Math is fun.
Yes, we are doing this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Emmy will move through the grass or the undergrowth and attack with her short bow. Okay, she hits for 7 is 12. No, 4 plus 7 is 11. Sticks.
Styx has nothing left. I'm gonna try to persuade him, I guess. I'll say, you have one last chance, Ender. End this madness and let the children and us go free. You will not be killed.
And then I'll kill him.
Does he surrender?
Yeah.
He just took a massive hit from Matthias. Are you sure? Amnesty to all your men as well.
They lay dead on the beach.
Well, the ones that are still alive.
The ones that backed away. Yeah.
I'll get to you, druid.
All right, here comes a stone. That's a 13.
To hit?
Yeah.
No, it bounces off his chainmail.
Alrighty.
Hey, that's kind of annoying.
Mhm.
All right. Matthias needs you to make a constitution save.
Is this a poison?
It's cold.
He's giving me a cold.
Yeah, it blast of cold air erupts from his hands.
Dickhead.
It's not very nice.
Well, nor was 40 points of damage.
True. Matthias has a 13.
Okay, that does not save. Doesn't say what the save is for this. What his DC is. Oh, 13. So, what'd you roll?
13.
13, so you make it.
Hell yeah.
You take 21 points of damage.
Oh,
And all the plants like turn to ice, like everything just freezes and turns brittle. And you notice that some of his wounds are closing up.
hey, this guy's not normal.
Yeah, he's a really terrible guy. Slaves, kidnapping kids, just awful. I know.
No, like he's getting better.
What do you mean? He's changing his ways? He hasn't quit as far as I could tell.
I mean, I gave him a big ouchie and now it's a little ouchie.
He's healing?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, not that.
Sako, the robed figure, lobs a thunderbolt at you, but misses.
Ha! He over exaggerates a dancing dodge. Ho ho!
Laurel, you're still leading the children's. You hope. And you will make it to the water on your next turn.
Cool.
And there's Emmy's boat is there.
Yay!
Matthias.
Hang on a second. I need to do some math. Okay, cool. I can. Matthias is going to lay on hands on himself. He's gonna heal himself back up to full. Hey, look, I can do that too.
Fuck yeah. Turnabout, motherfucker.
All right, Chester, you can make it to the rogue figure this turn.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to grab him by the robe and slam him into the floor.
Okay, make a grapple check.
Grapple, 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 grapple.
There is an attack shove that you can do to put him down to the ground if you want to do that instead of grapple.
Yeah, I would like to shove.
The target must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw. The DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength. So 8 plus 5 is 13 plus your proficiency bonus of 4, 17.
My proficiency bonus is 9.
No, it can't. It's got to be 4 at level 9. Your proficiency bonus is 4, and then your strength bonus is 5.
My strength bonus is 9.
No, your strength bonus is 5.
Yeah.
Proficiency bonus is 4.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, my
So
save
9
is
plus.
9.
Yeah.
Right. So 9 plus 8 is 17. That's the DC against you, like that he has to meet on his saving throw. So he has to make a strength or dex save of 17.
Roll the 19.
Oh, man.
Come on.
You look down and you as you shove, you look down and instead of feet with like toes, there's these like long tentacles,
Oh,
and they
no.
have burrowed into the sand and to keep him from being knocked over.
Okay.
Now that only counts as one of your attacks, so I guess you could try to do it again if you wanted.
It is harder to do, so instead I will grapple him.
Okay.
Again around the neck with my strong ass arms. 15 to hit.
Okay.
6 damage.
Okay. So you've got him grappled.
Oh, you have to
Doesn't do
decide if you
damage.
want to do damage or grapple.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I just grapple.
Okay. So he's grappled. Or they, she, he, it. You don't know.
It is grappled.
All right. And that's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Emmy will Warhammer him while he's grappled.
Hey, watch out, man.
The first one hits. The second one does not, even with advantage. I rolled badly. She like clocks him in the stomach with all her strength. And there's like a squishy, wet sound.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
It's the rope fits. It is still up. Sticks.
I'm going to just run back up the trail that I carved a while back, straight to Ander. Is he still on the trail?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I just run straight at him. I can go 60 feet. Is that enough to get to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be at him when the next time comes around.
Okay.
And I have a bonus action, but I got nothing I can do with it.
All right. So Ander attacks Matthias with 2.
Oh, and it's
Glaive attacks.
8:27, by the way.
Yeah. So we'll try to wrap. If everyone's cool, we can maybe wrap this up in like next 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
So he makes 2 attacks with his glaives at you, Matthias. The first one misses. The second one's a natural 20. So you take 9 points of damage. The rogue figure suddenly, like, as you're grappling him, tries to shock you with his hands. Like his hands start glowing with electricity. And he's like trying to scratch at your face, Chester.
Good luck.
And he's got disadvantage because he's grappled.
Mm-hmm.
So he misses. If he didn't miss, he would have hit you. Like the air is like sparking and like, black electricity's wrapping around his hands.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, Laurel, you make it to the beach with the boat.
Woo! We did it. We did it. We did it.
Matthias, you're up.
Matthias is going to cast protection from evil and good on himself.
Okay.
So Ander will have disadvantage on attack rolls against him.
Mm-hmm.
And he also can't be, well, he already can't be charmed, but he can't be frightened. And he will have advantage against any new saving throw.
Okay.
That comes from that guy.
Yes.
Okay. Chester.
I would like to try to break his back over my knee.
Okay.
Hell yeah. That sounds like damage. Are you swinging the hammer?
I am not swinging the hammer, but I can.
Oh, you've got him grappled.
I have him
You're
grappled.
thinking
Yeah,
of punching him.
So I'm just gonna turn him and go.
Yeah, she's gonna do like a knee drop or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember
Love it.
wrestling. Last time I was watched wrestling, I was like 11. So.
It's 27 to hit.
Okay.
Did you roll with advantage?
No.
Yes. But it doesn't matter.
Well, if she gets a
27 hits.
20.
Yeah. Oh, I just 20's automatic hit. There's no extra damage unless you've got the
27. Yeah.
You don't get extra damage on an unarmed attack.
Oh, I just was thinking in general because I rolled a natural 20 against Matthias earlier. So there's double damage?
It's double the dice. Double the
the dice.
damage dice.
Okay. Well, then I need to do some extra damage against Matthias. So Matthias, take an extra 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you do go ahead and do your unarmed damage. I guess it's just a straight 6.
It is just straight 6.
Okay. Emmy will try to warhammer him while he's now prone. You drop him to the ground.
I did.
Yeah.
He is over my knee, going owie, owie, owie.
So Emmy will try to smack him in the head.
Like a croquet mallet.
Yep. She hits
Yes.
and does. Oh, it's double-handed, so it's extra dice. Clonk. Sticks.
I bow up with the quarterstaff and I go to town on this motherfucker.
Okay.
Plus 13 to hit. Here we go. 16.
Hits.
That's 7 plus 2 for the staff is 9 plus 5. Oh no. It's minus 1 because of my strength. Oh no, but it's shillelagh. So it has its own thing going on. Let me double check how this works. You can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength for the damage rolls. So it's 7 plus 2 for the staff is 9. And then plus spellcasting ability, which is plus 5. So 14.
14. That's the 2 hit.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
I will use my bonus action to hit him with my scimitar. Wait. Never mind. No, I don't have that ability. Never mind. I'm done.
So you made 2 attacks?
I just made 1. I think I only
it was a
get
14
1.
to hit. Okay, and it was a 14 to hit?
Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
druids get extra attacks, do they?
No, I was confused because I thought you said a 16. And then you said a 14. So the 14 does not hit.
No. It's 14 damage.
14 damage. The 16 hits does 14 damage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now I'm following you.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Ander goes. He will slashy at Matthias again. Hits once.
Oh, and we're flanking him now.
Right.
I think it's disadvantage against Matthias.
Oh, he does. Okay. Well, maybe he doesn't hit. He does not.
Yes.
He slashes around wildly, but he's having to dodge Styx's attacks. So he's off foot. All right. Once more, the robe figure tries to claw at you. Now that you're looking, Chester, his hood of his robe is fallen back. It's got this like weird tentacled face. It's got like multiple eyes, and it's like just fishy looking with like, instead of like a beard, there's tentacles growing down.
Oh, he was kneeling. He will stand up and drop him to the ground, going, "Ew!"
Well, while you're looking, it tries to claw at you with its lightning bolt hands.
Okay. Good luck.
Nope, because it's got disadvantage. It misses. And then
Kazak.
Laurel, you're at the water. We'll get back to you next episode because we want to wrap up this combat. So if you hang in there. Matthias.
He's going to attack again.
So you have advantage because we're flanking.
Okay. Divine Smite is going to be 2nd level now. It's out of 1st level spells. It's going to be a 25 and a 20. Hang on, how many D8 do I need?
All of them.
It's 2d8 plus another d8, so it's an extra 3d8. Ow. 16. 16 plus 7 is 23. 35 plus 14 is 49.
49 points of damage.
Yes.
Jeez. Okay. You wallop him good. Let's see. Chester.
Is my dagger still in him from when I threw
Yes.
it? I take it out and stab him again.
Okay. Stabby stab. You can stab.
I have him grappled and will yank and just a dirty 20
Mm-hmm.
for 9 damage the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do it again for 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Hits.
And 7 damage on the second.
Okay. Green ichor is like sticking to the dagger as you stab in and out instead of blood. Emmy winds up for another blow.
Go, Emmy, go.
She hits. Does 13 points of damage.
Doing what? What'd she do?
She reaches overhead, does brings the hammer down, two-handed overhead, and clomps him on the head again. And he's looking very hurt. There's all kinds of pulpy grossness going on. Sticks.
I realized what I was trying to do before. You can use a bonus action to attack with your offhand weapon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm going to do that this turn. I hit him with the staff. This is plus 13. 18.
Okay.
That's D8 plus 7. 11 damage.
Okay.
And then the scimitar, 23, does 8 damage.
Okay. Ander goes down. And as he's falling to the ground, he begins to transform and change shape. And by the time he hits the ground, he's become like this 18-foot tall, blue-skinned giant with a single horn growing out of his head and like these big tusks sort of sticking out. This terrific face.
What did you do?
18 feet? Like he just grows in front of me?
Mm-hmm.
Does he make a massive, like, noise?
Yeah, it's like this boom, and the whole ground shakes.
Is my scimitar still, like, stuck in his neck?
Yeah.
I'm just, like, trying to yank it out, and I go, everybody stop fighting! Your man is dead!
Is he laying on the ground like that, or?
Yeah, he's dead now. He's just dead. He's
He's
just
dying anyway.
No, he's pretty dead.
Oh, okay.
Does everybody stop fighting?
Well, it's the robed creature's attack, and it loses its shit, and it will try one more time to hit Chester with his claws.
These guys don't surrender. They got no quit in them.
All right, Chester, it does hit you,
Okay.
and you take 27 points of damage.
Holy crap!
Yeah, there's a moment where you can see your skeleton.
Oh, no.
So I guess I no longer grapple him. Does he break free using his zappy hands?
Well, it's up to you. You don't break free.
Okay.
You don't, get on your turn, you can choose to drop them or not. Matthias or Laurel's trying to get the babies into the boat. We'll get to that later. Matthias, you're standing in front of this dead giant.
Dix, you killed a rare and majestic creature. What did you do?
Fuck this guy! Let's cut his head off and get out of here.
You ever seen anything? Oh, crap. Chester's really hurt. Hang on.
By the time you get through those plants, he's probably going to be done with the guy.
Chester, it's your turn.
Like, it takes 4 feet for every foot of travel.
I'm going to, because it takes both arms to do this grapple, he's gonna let him go long enough to swing his hammer, his +2 hammer, and pop him, use him like a tennis ball.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of just drop him in the air and you're going to hit him midair with your hammer.
This is a 2-handed thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16
hits
and 13 damage.
Nasty.
So you hit it, it's like hitting a limp rag doll. Just blop. And his body kind of flies through the air, flopping and, just totally limp, and then rolls into the dirt and lies still.
Vomits. I've seen a lot of shit, man, but that.
All right, and that was our game, and we went over. Thank everyone for staying up late so we can finish this.
Hell yeah.
And,
Chester's hair is standing on end.
What hair? It's just his beard.
And he's still got a bit of the heebie-jeebies. Ah.
grappling him actually trying to be really, you weren't doing much damage, but it kept him from using these fucking attacks, these lightning attacks on everybody.
Yeah.
So
that was awesome.
gross.
Good work,
So,
everybody.
Out of just that, Captain Ander was an Oni.
Oh.
An Oni.
Ogre mage.
An ogre mage.
So he cast an enlarge spell.
They can polymorph at will. They can look like anybody, or anybody with a certain height. So, all right. Well, do you want to close this out, Jeff?
Yeah, likes. Anybody have anything they want to point out? I think it's great that Ander the Cruel was just a big giant. this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that was unexpected. I was afraid that, like, you meant that he was standing back up. I was gonna be kind of upset about that.
No.
I think Chester might be hanging out with his future wife.
Aww.
Aww, this for
So
Chester.
cute.
He's going to be writing all kinds of books about her.
Brawny, blonde Viking ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Chester has a lady that is his match in many ways. Although it probably won't be seafood at their wedding, I'm guessing. At least not anything with tentacles.
No.
Probably not.
No calamari on the menu.
As always, I liked planning with Laurel.
I felt like we had just enough interaction combined with the combat that really kind of like kept the action up for me, and being able to take free actions in between turns and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the whole format was fun this time.
Yeah.
Did a very good job.
Thank you.
Snaps.
Any wishes for next time?
A whole boat full of sahuagin babies and not one or two.
That all the babies have been gotten.
They all decided to go out of the water. They just all decided to swim away.
Right. And they're just like, never mind, bye. Like little turtles.
I can't wait to hear Matthias and Laurel tell us the story of like how it all went down in their planning process. It was really cute and wholesome.
Yeah, it was. Save the orphans.
Save them. Save them.
Won't somebody think of the children?
Meanwhile, we're having just the darkest, bloodiest, just melee.
Oh my gosh. I almost forgot. Like, Chester, I'm waiting for him to get rage so I can rage. Though that might be a Pathfinder thing that I'm confusing with D&D.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just barbarians that
Yeah.
get that. Unless there's a feat that opens it up.
I can't recall what is required. But I will also go through the stuff and make note of the communal monies. And maybe there's a chance I can sell some stuff.
You want a shopping visit?
A short rest would be so cool.
Oh, yeah. We can rest when we're dead.
Ah!
We'll rest in the boat on the way home to our occupied town.
Woo! Adventure Part 2! The Shire! No.
Woo! We get within like 100 yards of this flaming city and we just turn around. Just dump the kids in the water. Let's get out of here.
It'll be fine. Run away! Run away!
Of course, I think my parents are there.
Yep.
Oopsie. I just want a long rest. You know what I mean? I'm going to get 2 spells back. Like, that's not good enough.
I believe in us.
Yeah, you guys will do fine.
It's Patreon, so you know where we all live. We're all doing cool shit. Check the show notes for how to find us. And tell all your friends about us.
Leave us a 5-star rating. Come back
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I mean, these are Patreon people. They love us already, but
All
join our
hearts.
Discord, chat with us. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter at SWRPGpod, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for playing.
Bye.
Yay.
Goodbye now. Bye. Bye. Goodbye
Yeah.
now. Goodbye.
That
Goodbye.
was great.
No, it was
Goodbye.
nice. It was wonderful.
It's spooky because it's Halloween.
Ooh.
I will return to us, find you, girl, and make you one of us. I'm taking off.
Shout out to Space Knife for letting us use their track I'm Taking Off, Shield Your Eyes from their Into the Black Hole EP. Thanks, Space Knife. Keep it rolling.
I'm taking off.
Be safe out
Bye.
there.
Bye.
Don't do anything the Wolfman wouldn't do.
It'll be a thrilling.
Dun, 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 dun,
Listener, we're doing the
dun,
zombie
dun, dun,
arms
Dun, dun,
up
dun, dun,
dance.
Oh.
Hawk. Arr.